Assalamu alaikum, everyone. It's been a while that I've come online. The reason is that I have been ill. As you probably know, if I have not mentioned before, I think I have. I am a cancer recovering patient. 3 years ago, I had AML leukemia. Long story short, the cancer is in remission. Alhamdulillah, after 4 rounds of chemo and stem cell transplant. Now, let's begin with the subject of being subjective and objective. We have a lot of people in the world, they are subjective most of the time. This is because of a no access to education, sadly, lack of education. Now, education you can learn. There's many ways to educate yourself. Traditionally, you go to school, college, university. Now, if you can't do that, of course, there is homeschooling, but and of course, you can study at home. One thing to understand is we get education from books, and to be honest, now you can get education online. You can go to YouTube and type in whatever subject you have interest in. Now, let's talk about literature. So, example, if you go watch Macbeth or learn about Macbeth. Now, what's Macbeth about? Yeah, the themes are jealousy, arrogance, and most stories are like that. Now, coming back to being subjective. So, example, what happens, most people would see a good typical generalizing example being subjective is so some Muslims, they are bad, they are extremist, so therefore all Muslims are terrorists. No, that's not true. Likewise, some Christians or some white people are racist, so all white people are racist. Of course not. So this is being subjective and therefore stereotyping, generalizing, which is wrong for the global society, global community. For us to live together in harmony is we need to educate ourselves, meaning we need to read more books and broaden our mind, and therefore from narrow-mindedness we go and our minds become broadened. And therefore the opposite of subjective is objective. Now being objective is important. So there is a saying, one bad apple does not mean the whole crate of apples are bad. And therefore, what's important to understand is that whoever does wrong is that person is guilty. So if a Muslim person has done a terrorist act, then that person is guilty. That Muslim person is a criminal. Terrorism is a criminal act. Let me say this again. Terrorism is a criminal act, and it has nothing to do with the religion or your skin color. Anyone can choose to be a negative person, meaning, so if you remember, I mentioned free will and dual nature. So dual nature, negative nature factors, positive nature factors. So the positive nature factor, the number one positive nature factor is to be grateful to the one who created you and help others. The negative nature factors are arrogance, hatred, jealousy, etc. So what happens is, regardless of religion, regardless of skin color, any person who chooses negative nature factors, example, they are being, or he or she is being, choosing to be jealous, choosing to be arrogant, and now they want to basically take action as a negative person, they end up doing horrible, terrible, violent, sometimes in extreme cases, violent acts like killing another person. So, and also their thinking based on negative nature factors is almost always negative, therefore subjective. Now, opinions are not facts. Example, you cannot say 2 add 2 equals 7 is my opinion, because that is not a fact, because 2 add 2 equals 4. So what we need to do going forward is learn how to critically think. So to do that, you need to read more. What I say is, everyone is smart, and to become smarter, you want to read more. And the more you read, therefore you are self-educating yourself. Therefore, you will be able to be objective in a given situation, which is very important to understand. And therefore, being objective is blaming the perpetrator, blaming the criminal, and not his or her religion, not his or her skin color. I hope you understand all this. Thank you very much. Have a good day.